quite a few things have happened. Let me just set up the stream. But basically, I'm doing this no more. Okay. I am doing this no more. What the hell? Oh. Okay. I really wanted to see this through. I really wanted to go through all the agents. I really did, even to the last day. Even when I was sick, I wanted to do this. And maybe that's the reason why I got more sick. Maybe. We'll go through it. So yeah, reason why I'm not doing this, it will be at the end. Let's go through what we have found out while doing this challenge. So if you're watching this new, this should be the gaming research that I'm doing. Okay. Earlier I did it on the India channel when I was playing on the Mumbai server, and once I started playing on the Singapore server, I came up through the global channel where the video you are seeing now. It's been 13 days and 13 agents we have played. This game has a total of 19, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 18, 6, 24. And so we have passed the halfway mark. And I really wanted to touch upon what we have learned. Okay? What we have learned. And before moving ahead, I already made this video that why you shouldn't play such type of multiplayer games. You do not need to watch the whole video. There, it's all written here if you want. And that is also a contributing factor why we are not going to do this. Yeah, the website, it's here. If you just go to the website and you click on blog and you click on Valorant Gaming Research and click on that, you can download the Excel. That is where I originally wrote it. So I think that will help you quite a bit. I think that is the best version instead of reading it, off of the website, because I haven't got the time to, make it, fix it on the website yet. So yeah, where are my, how much is my face taking? Okay, so I'm going to start with I'm just going to read this through. If something else come to mind, I will say them. I do not know how can I read the chat. Maybe like this. But I doubt anyone will come right now. Okay. In case someone arrives here. Okay. That's what. Yeah. I will talk about why I have moved to standing desk in the ATHD video that is coming up. Okay, it will be a lot more clear there. Now I can move it up to here. All right. Now nothing should cut out. In general tips, what we have learned in the past, I don't know how many, 6 hours every day, 13, 6 hours, something. Okay, 13 to 60 and 80. Is it almost 78? I think it will be 75 as per calculation, but I think it will be more closer to 100 hours. Let's just check it once. But not all the hours were spent in playing the game. So that's 6, 3, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25 and 6, 31, 35, 41, 49, no, 48, 53, 55, 61, 66, 71, 75. Now let's add the half an hours. 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. So about plus 80, about 85 hours. So we have spent about 85 hours. Remove 10 hours for just talking and everything else. So that's how much we have played. 75 was a good estimate playing this joke of a game. Yeah, anyways, we are going to see what we have done. Okay, I will rest on it later. In general tips, starting few days after a rank. So every after a rank, after a battle pass, after an episode, is that what they call it? Episode. So there is a rank reset. The ranks are reset, and you are matched horribly. Good players will be matched with noobs, pros with noobs, and no one has fun. Lower ranks. In lower ranks, everyone likes to rotate to one side if they spot the bomb. Okay, use it to your advantage. We used it quite a many time. Just you sent one man to the extreme end of the site like A or C. Okay, and we are just waited on the other side. Once that guy was dead or entered the site, you trust the other side. In lower ranks, this works. In a bit higher rank, you show the C4 that you have. What's called in this game? Spike. Yeah. You show that you have the spike. You show that it is a spike, and then you rotate. This is a brain game. You can do quite a few things later, but yeah. In lower rank, best strategy is to keep them confused. Okay, the best strategy that works as a terrorist, there is no other way to say it. As a tip, is to keep them confused. Okay, so which means keep rotating randomly and without smokes. Keep them confused. No need to smoke a site and enter. Just keep rotating. Okay, fake one side, go the other. You see many people there, go to the other. Keep rotating till the end of the match. We did this quite a few times. We didn't know which site we were going to plant. Okay, so people would come, oh, you know what, let's go from here, and then we will plant it. And I was like, no, these are lower rank. We do not decide. Let them decide. Let their aggressive push, let their, mistakes judge where we go. Okay, so we just kept them confused and we kept moving sites and sites and sites like a bunch of noobs, and we kept winning. Anyways, the matchmaking system is broken. Yeah, that is absolutely correct. One game you will have amazing fun, 13-0. Next game you will have 0-13. It keeps happening whenever you learn. Let's move on to the weapons. This game is a straight copy of Counter-Strike. That game has a gun. It's called the AK. It's only on the attacker side to give them a bit of an advantage. It's first hit accuracy. So the first bullet that hits from gun, it's very inaccurate. At long ranges, the first hit from this gun is very inaccurate. So inaccurate that the worst gun, it's the Phantom, the silenced gun, is better than that. Okay, this gun was supposed to be the gun that you are supposed to use at long ranges. Someone with a bit of skill, someone with that, aim, who has learned aim a lot. So it should have been the go-to gun for them, but it's not. And you will see as we move forward into this reading, you will see a lot of the things have been nerfed. Basically, they have been made for toddlers, and the skill gap has been reduced by quite a bit. So if the skill gap could have been, to the moon, they just kept it a few feet under the ground. So that's how much you can go. Even with aim, even someone who has a good aim, there is only so much things that you can do. Okay. Why is the Vandal has a worst first hit accuracy? I don't know. You can say that in Counter-Strike also the AK doesn't have a worst one hit accuracy, but their maps are not huge like this. You played Breeze? You saw how ridiculously long that map is. It's like every time you have to scope that guns. Anyways, picking a Guardian, a different gun, a gun that shouldn't be in the game, is viable, and that is the only reason for it. And picking a Phantom for a closer end, it is more viable. Anyways, writing in chat. Okay, There are two broken guns in this game, just like every other game. In Counter Strike, it's called the Odin, or the in Counter Strike, it's called the Scar. I don't even know what it's called. We just call it the gay gun, the auto sniper. Okay, that's what we call it. The auto sniper is a broken gun. Everyone knows that, and no one uses that. That's the reason for not using it, because it is too overpowered and one shouldn't use it. On this game, however, it's like there is no gentleman's agreement what guns to use. What, I don't know. There is no gentleman's agreement. That's the main thing at this game. If something is broken, be it an agent or ability or a bug, it will be used. It will be used until they win the match with it. Okay. Every time a match starts, no one's using the machine guns in there. These are the machine guns in this game. There are machine guns in Counter Strike. They are broken. No one uses that. In this, there is the Odin and Ares, and they become more accurate the more you fire. I have no idea what's the logic behind that, but it is what it is. And even if you write in the chat that I won't use it, there is no guarantee that the enemy will. It's like when they start to lose, they just start using these horrible guns. Anyways, and ladies, sorry, not just gentlemen, and ladies, who will break the ignorant and buy the broken. Every game has. To abuse them is not in defense. Oh yeah, one more thing. So when you are on a defense, you are at quite an advantage if you buy these machine guns. An unfair advantage, but an advantage nonetheless. Even if one team doesn't buy it, the other team immediately wants to buy it and ruin it for everyone. Every game, when someone has bought these machine guns, these broken guns, has ended badly. It was no fun playing them. It was absolutely no fun. Okay. And also, this compounding with the fact that the walls are basically made of paper, it's absolutely ridiculous. I remember playing Counter Strike yesterday only, and I remember one guy just got shot, and he went behind the walls, and the person tried to shoot through the wall. Of course, you can't shoot through such thick wall even at the corner. In Valorant, it's like you can shoot through any wall, no matter if it's built of steel or something. If you're just a bit closer to the corner, you can shoot through it. Combine that with the fact with the slow speed of players in this game and the horrible tagging, it makes spamming walls a horrible winning strategy, and trying difficulty not so. Okay, so if you want to peek around, bet out the offer or do something like that, it's not easy. You can bunny hop, try to jump like an idiot. Doesn't always work. I got quite a few kills that way. They were trying to. Anyways, that's not a viable option. The problem is players are very slow in this game. Okay, I think they have done this deliberately, so it makes easier for people to kill one another. Once you are hit, even with the weakest of the weapons, you get slowed down hard, so hard that they can just hit you again and you are dead. Okay, these are the strategies. Everything that they have done with these things, making the paper wall thing, making the players slow. These little things, it keeps me wondering, what's the point? Why are you making a game that is supposed to be in the esports league, that is supposed to have a high level of ceiling for winning the game? Why do they have such weak mechanics? I think it's to appeal to a higher masses of people. So does Counter-Strike. It also has spray guns. It also has quite a bit of thing. But here is the thing. Skill ceiling, and that is quite high. It's quite high. Every gun has a set type of pattern, the way you move your mouse. And if you are able to memorize that, you are going to be an excellent aimer. Why doesn't this have that? It's random. After a few shots, the guns are random. I don't know why. Anyways, yeah. So basically, spamming walls is a horrible but a winning strategy, and people abuse it a lot. So it's not more about taking aim duels or something. It's about finding cheesy plays, finding the tricks, tips, and those idiot things instead of out aiming, out dueling, outsmarting the other player. That makes me sick about this game. Okay, when you win in this game, it doesn't feel like you did a lot of things to win. That's my problem. I think that's my major problem with this game, isn't it? I think that's my main problem with this game. Even when I ace in this game, it feels like, oh, I ace. It doesn't matter. Move on. I get 2 kills in Counter Strike. I'm like so pumped because I know that matter. I know every second I could have died. If I get 2 or 3K in Counter Strike, I'm very happy because that meant I put something in this game. While in this, it's like every other day it's going to happen. Anyways, it's so bad that when you hear the ace sound in Valorant, it feels nothing. Okay, alright, it says move on. Move on. Yeah. There are abilities that buff the game, and I honestly think that shouldn't be part of the game. Why should a gun have a different attribute just because you have a different agent or you used a different ability? I cannot get my. This is supposed to be a tactical FPS game. What the hell is that? You're Reyna, you go into an ultimate, your gun suddenly starts shooting way fast. Why? You are Clove, you pick up that ability, you are suddenly way faster. You move out through a Brim's steam beacon. Everyone gets a faster rate of fire. I think these things ruin the game and they mess with the muscle memory. And I think they should be, funny thing is, when you get steamed by these things, when the rate of fires increase, then it starts to feel like Counter Strike. Then the guns feel like, oh my god, this is how a gun is supposed to shoot. Otherwise, it feels like why is the gun shooting so slow? Especially the Vandal, I think. 608 for a fire. Yeah, anyways. Anything that messes with the gun, I think is any ability, any agent, I think that's broken. That shouldn't be part of an FPS game. And let's not even talk about Chamber. That guy's whole ability set is guns. You have another gun for ability, you have another gun for it's ultimate. What the hell? What's the use of Outlaw in this game? There is a sniper shotgun in this game that shoots 2 shots very accurately because it's a sniper. And I can't understand what's the use of that gun. Unless you hit headshot with that gun, you can tag the other player to about 10 HP. The reason it was added was people didn't buy full shields. Buying shield, a Kevlar or a helmet in FPS games is quite an important thing. In Counter Strike also, it's like every round you don't buy a Kevlar helmet. If you don't buy the helmet, we need to buy the helmet and Kevlar together. You can only buy Kevlar also, but if you don't buy the helmet, a lot of pistols can just kill you very quickly. SMGs can mow you down very easily. In that game, since the shield mechanic is broken, it's not based on how, if it's head thing or not. It's completely just a body absorb thing, and it was broken in the first place. You were copying a game. Why not copy it properly? Anyways, if you had to, they could have made the shields less powerful. And instead of doing that, they added a broken gun. I don't know why they did. It's so ridiculous that a sniper is shooting so fast. It has only 2 bullets, once in a chamber, but It shoots it so fast that you could kill anyone. Skins. After using the skins that I had, I purchased the Battle Pass 2 times. Once a few years ago when I was streaming on Twitch, and even failing for after doing and even falling for the Battle Pass or justifying that it will keep me in check with other players. I thought if I bring some skins and give it to other players, they will be more cooperative, maybe use mic modes and everything. But nah, I was so wrong. Anyways. So after doing it for a few days and after making that video, uh, this one, where is it? Why you shouldn't play such games, and talking about the skins in it. Pending. Here is it. It's and I realized this is nothing more than just another addiction, and me buying and using such skins in game basically sends a message that I approve of it. And so from the day 4th or 5th forward, I removed all the skins that I had in the game, all the skins, okay, and started playing the game as it was meant to be played. On Mumbai servers, kids are really interested in skins. I don't know why. They know the name of each skins. I'm like, brother, play the game, enjoy the game. It's like they are in the game to see. And I can't even call them skins. They are not skins. They're like TikTok fairy thing. Anyways. I thought I could create a better environment by dropping my skins when I saw kids running over the skin in the middle of a clutch. Yeah. They are in the middle of a clutch, they're in the middle of a 1v1, they have to shoot, but they see a good skin lying around, they pick it up and start inspecting it and dying. And I realized that kids today are addicted, and I don't want to be a contributor to that. So that's the reason I got it. There is a good thing Riot doesn't have, resale thing or market thing or refund thing, because I would have done that. It seems like a general consensus that if someone has a more expensive skin, that they can talk more shit over people than poor people. Oh yeah, I completely forgot this. It's like if I think it was a horrible cipher in our game or something. But since he had the expensive skins, when he spoke, everyone was so, I mean, like, what? And I got this feeling quite so many times. Just because someone has more expensive skins, they can just, let the rich be, exception. They do not need to follow the rules. So the rest of the remaining day, I didn't keep these skins. Once I kept the skin when I moved on to the Singapore server to test the different reaction. It was far lower on Singapore servers, just to test it. But after that, I got back to the standard layout. Okay, and what is this? Oh yeah, and I used to deliberately pick up guns with no skin also after the match was ended. Oh yeah, and also they would pick up a better looking gun instead of a gun that we need in a game. So, flashiness over functionality. I see what Riot is doing in this, now being sold to the Chinese companies with all the extra sounds. When you shoot someone once, it makes a different sound. When you shoot them twice, it makes a much better sound. When you become MVP, do ace or something, it shouts like a feather or something. The last kill, it's like everything is like water and I can't understand that. But the point is, I know what they are doing. They are making this game addicting. Okay, and I am not talking about addicting in a level of skills. Okay, like Counter-Strike is. You get addicted because you want to kill better, you want to aim better, you want to have a better game sim. That's what makes that game addicting. Okay. It's not that. It's basically I don't know. It's a complete dopamine hit. I think what I said in those videos was pretty good. Okay, purely in terms of flashy sounds, the movement. Why is your gun making different sound for you just because you heard different scene? I can't understand this. Doing this challenge was the best thing to do because now when I'm forced to play this game, even when I don't want to, I can see how it's manipulating me and in turn others who come for such content to basically make an addict. If I hadn't done this challenge, what happened was once I got bored of this game, I would move on to some other game, and then after I bored from that game, I would come back to this game and start doing the same thing again. And it never put a clear picture. A wise man once said, if you want to see the reality, get bored with the reality. Oh, that's me, by the way. So if you get bored, if you find a way to get bored with something, then is when you start to notice these things. And then is when I started to notice how they put every earn, reward, XP, weekly missions, and everything. Even if you don't buy anything, they are there to encourage you to keep playing the game even when you're not having a good time. That is a key thing. Whatever I'm saying in this video, I'm not shit talking the game. It would have made zero sense. It would have made nothing, no effect if the game wasn't manipulating. If the game was fun, sorry. If the game was fun, if the game was actually fun, whatever I'm saying, this thing wouldn't have existed. My videos wouldn't have. I remember jokingly when I used to play the game, I said, "This is work, brother. I am working right now," and that was work because I had to complete the weekly mission, buy this much guns from this shop. Why? To get fake XP? Why? To get some fake point? Why? To get some fake in-game skin, even if you hadn't bought any vendors or something, any battle pass or something, every agent has free skin. Okay. And when I saw that manipulation, I was really I think I always knew that it's there, but coming to peace with it, finally understanding what's being done here, I felt, what the hell have I done? In general, okay, now let's talk about in general. Gecko doesn't fit the initiator role in the same way like other agents, and due to him being the gift, if it makes us wonder if two initiators might be meta. Usually, the way someone plays a game now, it's like you have one controller, you have one duelist, you have two duelists, you have one initiator, you have one sentinel. Sentinel lock down a site or watch your flank when you enter a site. Initiator flash for your teammates, gives out information or something so that others can move easily. Duelist there to fight, take the early pick, even if you die, no worries. Or get either fight or get info or the area of the map, mainly area of the map, info this initiator. Controllers, smoke, walls, or everything so that you can execute a site early. With Gecko is a unique agent because he has a little Pokemon. I remember seeing that trailer first and I think I immediately uninstalled the game back then for quite a few times. I was like, I can't do this. Why do you have a slave with you to plant or diffuse a bomb? I have no idea. But yeah, since there are this is what Riot does. It's not a new thing. They have done this with League also, League of Legends. Why the hell do they have 120 plus agents? I don't understand. Point being, Gecko doesn't fit the initiator role at all. And since he's in the initiator, sometimes I have seen two initiators instead of two duelists. Seems like a pretty good pick. So yeah, two initiator might be meta swing. Moving on, pinging and agent callouts and whatnot. I don't know why. Okay, I can understand the accessibility part of it. Okay, someone can't actually use a mic, so it gives the callouts immediately. Like Spike is dropped here, saw an enemy here. I mean, things like that. But since your agent, your the character you're playing says it out loud for everyone, it discourages communication. It completely discourages communication. I know. Even when Counter Strike added it, and you know, we thought we would use it a lot, but no, we don't. No one has the time to reach a bottom left part of the screen when you're holding an angle, or maybe even hear it. Something that can be distracting. Anyways, so I am saying, in a tactical shooter like this, in a 5v5 or tactical shooter in which when you die you don't come back, you shouldn't come back, but you come back in this game. In such game, those things discourage communication a lot. Okay, and I think for many games, I was basically no one speaking anything, nothing, just in the chat. Sometimes, rarely people spoke, and if they spoke, they were talking about skins or shit talking each other because someone did something they didn't want. Like, there are many handicaps in this game. Why does this game has no team damage? I don't understand. Yes, your abilities can, you know, hurt your own players, but the amount of hurt is also very low compared to what it can do to the enemies. There should be team damage in this game. It should be. Otherwise, it's like, I don't know, I'm blindly shooting. If I see someone, I'm blindly shooting. I'm not thinking one twice. Whereas in Counter Strike, why do I keep comparing? Oh yeah, because they basically copied that. That's why. It discourages people to use the mic at all. Most don't even bother with headphones at all. Oh yeah, most people playing on a speaker and just don't bother with headphones at all. Even in good ranks, even in gold ranks. I won't say gold is the good rank, but at least it's not as bad as the initial two ranks. Two or three, I don't know. Three, I think. Iron, bronze, silver. And then comes gold. Even in them, they're using speakers and I can hear my voice coming from this. I think the way this game has been sold to them via TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or something, and that has a big part in it. Did well. I started playing better with Jet when I accepted that she had no abilities at all. Okay, I started. Maybe the way I have been approaching the game is I have been too focused on. This kept happening with me quite a bit. Even in the beginning, it happened when I would pick an agent and I would be like, I spent so much on his abilities. If I just had spent the money on not buying the abilities or maybe using the guns only, maybe I would have won properly. I have a lot of problems with the game. I already talked about this. I don't like the abilities that change the gunplay at all. Okay. I also don't like the abilities that makes the enemies easier to kill. I think that concussion, flashbang, so those are fine. But like the close ability, if it hits you, your HP goes down quite 1 HP literally. It's like if it spits on you, you will die. Okay. Also, abilities that make yourself harder to kill. ISO's ability, whole wall, Reina, I don't understand. I thought this was supposed to be fights. I honestly think those things have no place in such game. And then there is a broken agent that has no place in this game at all. Chamber. Why are machine guns so powerful in this game, and why are the wallpaper thing? This makes spamming a wall building issue. Server makes a huge difference. Okay, I found this later. Since the games allows you to select which server you want to play on, I would love that feature to come to Counter Strike. I would strongly advise checking the servers nearby. Don't play on the server that just has the lower ping. Okay? Try a few other servers also. Something about 70, 80, 90 ping might even work. Above 100, I wouldn't suggest in an FPS game. Yes, it makes, if you have 20, 30 ping, you will shoot better, you will kill better. But I at least have that experience once. I would say at least one. I started playing on the Singapore server. Of course, people are racist everywhere. But once I told them, brother, I come from Counter Strike, and the abuse you are telling is nothing compared to what I get there. They all told me. or after I shoot a few players, they instantly cool down. On Mumbai servers, even after many playing, one install log would throw the whole team off. I don't know what's. I install logged, so since I was doing the challenge, I had to install log an agent. So I install logged Jet quite a few times on the Singapore server. Even that would not encourage someone else to immediately install a Arena or some other race or some agent that they wanted to play. On the Mumbai server, it was completely different. People would immediately or start shouting, "Why did you install? Oh my God, you install log this agent, but you're not shooting or something." That was never an issue in Singapore servers. Maybe because oh no, they were typing. They were typing. They weren't using mic, but they were typing. We played so many matches without a flank, without a smoke, without a person, without a flash person. Oh yeah, on the Mumbai server, I think played so many matches without a controller, a sentinel, an initiator, because people just wanted to play it. I could also do some bases. Oh yeah, I remember. This was yesterday. I would say, Gecko, I'm flashing for you, and I would flash for him, and then he would peek. I could never do that on the Mumbai server. And not many people talk about skills here. Certainly not as much as the Mumbai server. But maybe I just got lucky. From what I have heard, I think it's everywhere it's the same thing. Okay. Let's go into the agents one by one. The first agent we played was Astra. And I think what I wrote back here, I think that should be enough, so I'm just going to read through them. Unless I remember something else. Ultimate, even though third ultimate cuts off the whole map, it also does for you and your friendlies. So the fact that we don't know how many players can be on the other side, unlike with other agents where at least you can hear their footsteps or makes the ult more of a line. You put down the ult, you plant a spike, and as soon as the wall goes down, you immediately select everyone's just in the corner and everyone's dead. So yeah, it's so bad that I even wanted to use hardbot instead. All her abilities require some sort of investment in terms of money and in terms of equip time. The time to get an ability immediately down is very long, since she has to go in an astral form and then you click on something. There may always get an advantage. The main issue with her abilities is I can't see enemies reveal on the map even if my teammates did so. I didn't thoroughly check this, but what happened was when I played Astra, even if my people saw the enemies, I couldn't see them on the astral map, and I couldn't help my teammates because I didn't know where they were. In an ideal situation, I would have seen them on the map, at least a ping or something. I would have put my abilities, used concussion or something to help my teammates out as a controller should. Because I had to blindly guess where the enemies are, which wasn't that useful. Okay, and remember, her pull ability only pulls your the enemy or pulls a player to a certain place. It doesn't help them. I'm standing for quite a bit. Okay. Also, you only have two and they aren't recharged. The smokes or whatever the total abilities count as on. All through the map, this always came to me as if it was not. Oh yeah, all through the game, not through the map. All through the game. Okay. All through game, this thought always came to me that I am not contributing enough in the games as a controller. I kept thinking that even Harbor is better than this. Okay. Because I kept thinking, I'm not doing anything, I'm not helping my people at all. Okay. So this is patch 2.06 if anyone's watching this in the 8.07. If any, I don't know which one is it. Let me check that very quickly. I think it's at 8.07. 8.09. Oh, I haven't. Did I install this patch? I don't know. Okay, so the patch before this, I think it went 08. No, I think this is pretty common. I think this is pretty common. Okay, yeah, 8.08. I'm 8.0. I have played most of the game. Last, I think, Jet and Kaio, I played on 8.09. Yeah. Other agents that I would play over her. Brim, definitely 3 smokes is very, very useful taking site, and his molly is a lot more useful. Even his Steam and Ultimate too, even if I don't approve of Steam. Clove, broken so much that she needs a nerf, simple. So, yeah. Basically, yes, and everyone. Every agent I would play over her. In ranked, I'm talking. Of course, I'm talking about ranked. I'm not talking about competitive at the competitive level. Okay, let's talk about Breach. I really thought he would be a pretty good agent. Okay. I really thought it. But it's like on his own, he's not that useful. I think we're going to read that. Very, very fun agent to play in Spikers. Doesn't matter. Did some simple and not as well because mainly I didn't buy the abilities that much. So finally, let's get back to these lines don't matter at all. Lines don't matter. Spread them out. Flash, I think too long to earn. Okay, his flash when you pull it out, it goes on a wall. It makes. I think it's too long compared to other. Okay, it might be fine in a normal game, but in this game where every other ability is broken compared to other flashes, it takes too long to earn. I'm going to focus on buying weapons and abilities conservative. And I don't know what's wrong, but I never had money to full buy with Breach no matter what I did. I think his abilities are too expensive. I think his full abilities are too expensive. Most of the time, you will have to play Spectre if you want his ability, considering his free abilities aren't that useful. I was always out of the battle. Okay. With Breach, I was just like with Astra, but even worse, I would say. I was completely out of it. By the time I reached the battle, I was dead. Why is that? Maybe because he doesn't fulfill his initiator role so properly. Is he an initiator? Yep. So if I had some other initiator, I could tell if I'm on a different side on the whole map. I can immediately tell if someone is there or not, and I could immediately fall back to the site where people are. With him, I was always confused. Should I leave the site or not? Because I have no information, even though I am an info agent. Okay. Whole day I felt like I had bad aim, but maybe it was more than it felt like his abilities take quite some time to wind up. All his abilities take so much time to equip and get ready that either I had to risk getting pushed or push myself with them. Both are very risky by the time it takes out his gun, which happens in many fights, and even in fights where I could have out-aimed the enemies, my character was stuck in pulling with his gun animation. Okay, so it felt more like this initiator needs someone else to play with him. I think this is more on the defender side I'm talking. Yes. The main thing with him was we need another initiator. Yeah, that's the main thing. Main thing with him is we need another initiator with him. Okay, and even if you put two initiators, just as I said before, and you pick a Breach instead of good agents like Fade, even the broken one like Gecko, Kaio, Sohar, Sky, it makes no sense. If you are going to pick two initiators in this game, I don't think one of them can be breach. Just to have that man advantage, that utility advantage. Okay. So in many ranked games, we already had two duelists, one sentinel, one controller, and adding one more initiator meant either lose a duelist or a controller or a sentinel, which was a big no-no. Yes, you can get into his the sights with his ability, but he depends a lot on other agents' timings. Okay, I would not recommend this agent if you're not five stacking and you don't have one more other person to use his ability. So if someone else cannot bank on his abilities, you do not play breach. Simple as that. Okay, and remember, when someone is banking on breach's abilities, you are doing nothing else but using abilities. So most in 1v1 fights you will be at a significant disadvantage. There are of course exceptions to everything, but in general we are talking. Other initiators I could have played Fade. Yes. I think all other excellent, even just her reveal ability is a lot better than this Gecko. His flash and plant is a huge pick. Kaio, yeah, his knife is magic basically. Sky flashes and hail would have done so much better. Sova, yes, reveals, drones, ultimate, everything is better. All the time I was out of money mainly because I was trying to use the ability to the maximum, which I tried to limit a bit. But then might as well have played, or guess that's what I wanted to play. If your teammates don't capitalize on it, it is no good to stay away from rank. So what I'm trying to say here is, if I hadn't bought any of his abilities, I would have been much better. Just out aiming. That's how I felt with him. Brim, so this is patch 8.08. Okay, so Brim, this is patch 8.08. Not the 8.09. I don't know what the change. I just read it now. So let's talk about this now. You know what? Before I talk, I need to take a short break. As you know, I'm a bit sick, so, and I have been standing for quite a while now. I really need to, you know, I really need to take a lie down basically. Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Assumption of the highest order. Moving on. So, Brim. Moving on to Brim. Okay, let's move on to Brim now. His ultimate, using his ultimate right away instead of keeping it for post plan seems like a good way to get at least in the lower ranks. Yes, you can learn the lineups. Yes, you can play post plants with him, but more often than not, I had better luck with Brim using his ultimate more aggressively, or taking a control of a map, or just holding them. So I had more in terms of winning the game. I would say it brought it closer instead of trying to save it for sometimes in the later. Yeah, that is what I learned. So you do not need to just learn line up and do that. Even if you don't kill someone, stalling them on one side of the map while your team rotates is much better than just keeping it for post plans. His molly is very good, but I never got in a situation where I could just hide like a chicken and play post plan. That never happened. Okay, maybe I don't play like a chicken. But the point is, I used his molly to stop pushes, delay enemy rotation. Even I remember this. I was on split map, A site, and we had the A site, we had the upper chamber, and we knew that they are coming from T. So instead of keeping my molly for post plant, I immediately used it and I randomly threw it towards the direction, and that holders gave us 8 or 9 more seconds where they were just basically waiting for the molly to extinguish. I think that was a much better use of it. And instead of if I just try to rush to a particular site, risk getting killed by a flanker there, and basically if they push the site, we lose the map advantage. Anyways, yeah. Smokes of Brim are excellent. Remember, we are on 8.08 patch. Something has changed with 8.09. I don't know what. Anyways, are excellent to stop a push. However, since his other abilities are so overpowered, his smokes are close range, which means, he can only smoke in a small area where he is. But I think that's still good. Okay. So what it meant was I was forced to play in the middle of a map. Okay. So someone who has picked Brim, and even after picking Brim, you realize that you guys need more kills. You are a better aimer. What can you do? You have to always play the mid of the map as a defender. Okay. I would have loved to play a sniper rifle or some other side of the map, but since I had the smoke, and since the smokes are short range, I found myself playing in the middle of the map than anything else. I think this problem also comes with Clove also. Yep. Well, 3 smokes are very, very cheap. Makes him a very good smoke agent, but is that all he is? A smoke agent? We will explain in the Indian channel what happened with the doctor today. But you remember the lot of things that I did yesterday. One of the things I wrote down on it was standing desk. I got rid of the table. I do not have the table anymore. Oh yeah, this stream is not about that. Let me end this quickly. Then we will move up. Steam Beacon was good in sometimes rotating quickly or giving my agents extra boost to run into a site and kill like maniacs. Agents, I would play over this. Astra, no, I won't play this. This is better. Clove, definitely. Mainly because he is a broken agent and needs some proper nerf to even be viable. I think she needs a nerf. Too much high win percentage on every ranks, on every map. She needs a nerf. Harbor, surprisingly good when I played him. I remember playing him. This is before I did this review. We will save that thought for later. I thought other players wouldn't. What the hell was I reading? Okay, Harbor. I thought other players wouldn't rank was every however. And then make a final decision. I think I already made a final decision about Harbor. What is it? Yes. No, I would not play Harbor instead of him. So wherever there was a question, no, Harvard is the lowest. Moving on. Omen. His TP is unique to him. His flash is very, very powerful. Two things make this Omen very good. Viper, even after her nerf, her wall and smokes most people vulnerable, and with the ability to take down her wall at will or smokes at will is enough to pick her over anyone else. Okay. I need to confirm this thing about Viper because someone said it's not the case anymore. So we will confirm that very quickly. But that's her unique. In case you're wondering, that's unique about Viper. So what you do with Viper is you can take down, say she puts a wall across the map. The good thing about that is you can actually take down the map if required. Okay, or take down the wall if required, or at least that is what was good about her. Okay, so your game requires a restart. Okay, let it do whatever it is. That's her unique thing. Moving on. Chamber. Broken agent shouldn't be in the game. His abilities a different overpowered gun, which shouldn't be the case. That's the thing with it. I think it should simply be taken out of the game. But yeah, I played with him. His little trip thing is very, very useful in watching flanks and areas of map. So that you have one more player at a particular site. That in itself is a huge thing. Even if it ignore all his abilities, that little trips makes him such a viable sentinel. Okay, his little trip was pretty good, I would say. His deagle scope should be removed from that gun. You know, why does a deagle a pistol has a scope? I have no idea. But yeah, the gun is an absolute menace. In right hands, it will cause some serious damage and has the ability to win round. Not to mention the fact that on eco round, I preferred buying a few shots of this gun instead of a proper gun. Each shot costing 100 for 500. I preferred this. But of course, I only had to make my shots count as he says, one bullet per enemy. Yes. His TP. I wasn't able to bank on his ability that much, but I saw its potential nonetheless. So I am not the kind of a guy who runs away like a chicken, but if someone who does, I understand it is going from. It is an amazing ability to not get traded immediately. Yeah, so there is an immense potential. Usually, what happens in a fight is you shoot someone shoots you, 1v1, you got traded just like in chess, no worries. But his ability, his TP, in certain situations makes you run away from that. His ultimate that you do not have to spend 4500 on a gun, or even if you don't have a gun, you can just buy the op 5 shots and maybe 5 enemies. It's just that one. But on top of that, his op is broken. Doesn't require that long to reload, and someone gets hit in a particular area, that whole area is completely slowed down. So multi kill is very, very easy if anyone else is there. Also remember, op is broken. Okay. With his abilities, I didn't care about buying guns as much. I think that was a good thing because finally I could focus on shooting. Okay, someone who comes to such game just on aim, and someone who only cares about aim, I think picking chamber is a pretty good thing. Okay. Oh, I have to go to the other stream. Okay, I will try to finish this quickly. Also remember this offer. However, it was based on what I said about Vandal's bad first shot accuracy. Remember, I said that Vandal is a bad first shot accuracy. I am preferring Guardian a lot over it. I also get much more kills with the Guardian than with the Vandal, mainly because I aim for head. I mean, multi kills where I wasn't immediately traded off. Yeah, I think he's an excellent replacement for Jet players for playing the sniper role in the game while still have the ability to holding down a sight. Okay. I also think that picking this agent, if you hold it, yeah, if you feel your aim is going bad, just pick him because it will force you to play aggressively, force you to make your shots count, and that will help you aim better. So if you feel you're having a bad aim day, just pick chamber. Yes. Please don't play this agent. Oh yeah. Spike Rush is a mode in which everyone gets a single gun. Sometimes that gun is absolutely trash at long range, and if you pick this agent in Spike Rush, you get 4 bullets. You can easily take down 4 enemies because they can't do anything from that far away. So please don't pick him. I picked him once. It was very fun. I apologize to everyone that I won't use his abilities, but it is fun. It is fun. Agents I would play over him. Cypher, yeah. Chamber's abilities only work in a small range. Yeah, that they remove that. And Cypher's works across the map. So unless I don't actually want to opt, I would prefer Cypher. Okay, Deadlock. So would I prefer Cypher? In personally, no. Personally, I won't. Mainly because Cypher is very body to play. Okay, I can't play like that. Deadlock, from my little experience with her, no, I would play other agents over her. So, no, again, Chamber is better. Killjoy, single-handedly can hold down a side like Cypher. So, if I wasn't being aggressive, this over Chamber, so which means I like being aggressive, so I play Chamber. Sage, again, unless I had to fill the role of an Opper, she is my head, it's better. So, yes, so kind of a mixed response there, but it is what it is. Okay, with Chamber done, let's move on to, I think it's Cypher now. Oh no, Clove, the broken agent. Oh yeah, she is broken, she needs fixing, but since we are focusing on her at this particular patch, so let's talk about her very quickly. We'll talk about her very quickly. She is basically broken. Her ult is oh yeah, she can revive herself, but most of the time it's useless. Her ult is almost useless. People have learned to push her after she does her ultimate immediately, and maybe situational, but it's not as good as other controllers. Okay. Her heal ability is also a buff ability. It makes her run faster, but also makes her bullets go fast, which is an idea that I am against personally. But since Reyna and Bream can do it, I guess they had to do it. However, yes, the fact you can get health temporarily back can make her great in duel. So immediately, every time you would hear if a total health of an agent is 150, everyone will complain, brother, I shot you 200, why are you dead? That's why she isn't dead, because she overheated basically. Smoke. Main thing with her smoke is that's her USP, unique selling thing. Unique selling point is that she can smoke when she is dead. I don't know why, but I did that, I think, to make controllers more aggressive. I guess it's broken. I think they shouldn't have done it, but yeah, they did that. Instead of playing passively when you have a site, you start to play aggressively, thinking that even if you die. So it discourages, you know, a type of a play in which first you are the aggressor when you are planting a spike, and then you are the defender when you are defending the spike. I think that in my personal opinion, is not that good. Okay. I do have a oh yeah, the smoke I don't think doesn't last long even if it will charge. Her grenade, good. Also her grenade. Hold it. Her grenade is excellent if it is combined with other abilities, or maybe even pushing while you are defending, and pushing in many situations where most people wouldn't push. I think that's bad, but it is what it is. Verdict: as much as I want to play Clove, if you keep playing Clove, you will keep winning matches. Such high pick rate and win rate in all matches makes me feel that Riot will nerf her, and the things we learned about her might be easily gone. So for a long-term gameplay, if you're planning to stick to this game for long, I would suggest you wait for hundreds before you start picking her up, just like it happened with Chamber. The main thing is that you have to ask with the agent, is smoking the only task of a controller? Why did I say that? Because Brim can stim and throw a molly. Harbor needs Omen can flash also. Viper can decay. So I think yeah. He can also decay a bit, but the main question that you ask is smoking the only task of a controller, because you push aside you die when you still have the smoke. If you think yes, pick her, but she is a duelist control. I think yeah, I think wait for her to nerf before you start picking her up in all games. Yeah, if you want to abuse her, do just like everyone else, please go ahead. I can understand the need for her picking ranked games where you have to do most of the things by yourself. So I can understand that. If your team is not communicating, whilst also being a smoke, is because no one else sometimes want to pick up other controllers. PS fair few matches with her had a lot of AFK, a smart for badminton, so that is I would just stick best to the last one. Okay, so I haven't pulled up that data. We'll do that at the end. When we will do that, we should remember this, that the data I have for Glow, it's not usable. Tough. Can't I just do this? So I will remember. Controllers I would rather play instead of her. Astra, no need. She is Brimstone, no, she is better. Hardware, a big question, no. No, he is a horrible. No. Just get rid of this. After playing him, things are changing. Omen, yes. Yes, I would prefer Omen over her. There's still one thing to have buffs that make you stronger, but it's another to outsmart and blind the enemies. That is more sort of the play that I do. Outsmarting, out aiming. Okay. Yeah, Viper, yes, without a doubt. She's still a broken agent. And her ability to bring down walls. As see, this is okay, that's a big thing. Moving on to Cypher, the most boring agents that I have played in a match. All the matches that I played with Cypher were so bored that I didn't want to play at all. Okay, but I played these. Also, his ships required a lot of setup, so since I am doing quite a few things while I am playing a game, unless I'm completely focusing on the game, I don't want to play. Personally, no, but yeah, you will win with him. If you pick this agent again and again, you will keep winning again and again. Very oriented to play with unique. If your team isn't communicating while picking the agent, picking this agent might be the difference between winning and losing in lower ranks. I won almost all games with this agent, and because my abilities were so powerful, I had to play very defensively, which meant I wasn't in like any gunfight, but in clutch one, and his abilities aren't made for clutch situations. So unless the people are coming to your side where you are standing, or at least how most people play, he's not that good. You will win matches with this agent, but the one playing will have to be very bold, unless this is a very important thing. This is the first role that we come across in this game. He is the in-game leader. Cypher, and I think Astra also fits the role. If someone wants to play as an in-game leader, that's the agent you should pick. I think Cypher is the number one. I think you pick Cypher and you tell your team how to play the game. Okay, so if we ever decide to do the tactical shooter guide, you will realize Counter-Strike also has roles. Okay, there are roles like the entry, which have become duelist here. There are roles like the support player, which does your smokes, your flashes, and there are roles like in-game leader, and there is a role called lurker, who lurks behind. The in-game leader is the one who tells everyone what to do, when to do, how to do. That has been my role in every game that I have been. I think 99% of the game I have been the IGL. Only 1% when someone else is shouting too much, I just play however you want to play. Trapwire, absolutely obliterating. His trapwire ability is absolutely obliterating with any sort of smoke. If you place the trap wire properly, they won't even be able to break it. Okay, just outside the door, somewhere like that. And most enemies either die passing it or give their position away trying to pass it. It was so good that I had no option to than to buy it each round and every round, no matter how much we are saving. Even if it costs 200 each, I was still buying it on every save because it converted to checking flanks, checking angles while not being there, and especially played in a proper way, getting smokes. Can't be the best clearly, but combined with trap wire, yes, absolutely obliterating. But here is the thing: his trap wire can be used with any other smoke, so not only his smoke. I think even as an afterthought, there cameras, nothing can match it. That's his USP. Using it by being on one side, and then so basically you are on one corner of the map and you have a camera in the other corner of the map. You keep checking that regularly. You know if someone is there or not. That nothing can beat that in this game. Nothing can see. He's unique in that. So an initial peak or an outplay with it in just about any situation, I think this is very powerful. You can also use it aggressively also. 1v1 fights, put a camera, you check it out, you win very easily. Personal note, I can't play this engine because it requires too elaborate setup and I work while I game, so it is out of my question personally. However, if I do revisit this game sometimes in the future and I'm seriously playing the game, I can pick him. I can pick him. If the other 4 players are ready to accept me as their great leader. Chamber, I got more kills as Chambers, but I win rounds with Cypher. So no, I would rather play Cypher. Deadlock, yes, Cypher is better. Killjoy, yes, her abilities make her immune to one side, so is one trick, while Cypher can be helping enemies, teammates. The hell? Chamber, I won't pick Chamber. I won't pick Deadlock. Cypher is better. Killjoy, I won't pick Killjoy mainly because she has to stay at that one particular site. Okay, so the one trick agent where Cypher can keep helping his teammates during the whole round. Okay. Sage, yes. Sage can heal and slow down, but most importantly revive, and it's absolutely we'll have to play Sage to figure out, but as a sentinel would rather play Cypher. Also, Cypher is the better one. Alright. I got confused there. So basically Cypher comes at the top. If you want to win games, you pick Cypher. No question about it. But it will be very boring. Like the meta that is going to be is you play Cypher, you play Clove, you play Gecko. These are the 3 you always pick, and then you pick anything else. It's like maybe Sky on every map, and Viper. So you pick Viper, Sky, pick Viper, pick Sky, pick Cypher, pick Clove, pick Gecko. Almost guaranteed to win on all maps. I can assure you that. Fade, excellent agent for getting or info gathering, which is crucial in a ranked game. She is very excellent. She is alright for both info, and if coupled with other agent, the ability to stop them from moving for a few seconds, those few seconds can be crucial for winning a game, even if no one else is there to bank on your abilities. So no one else there is a no need or body or something. At least you have held them there, and by the number of strings, you can tell how many you have there, even if they are hit. Haunt, excellent. You can wing it to it one of so many rounds where you didn't know if Cypher is playing a site or not, and would just rotate. Oh yeah. So if you are wondering how to combat Cypher, just use her haunt to check if Cypher is playing or not. If he is playing, just run away to the other side. If you can't break the. Anyways, Prowler, it has a lot of. I really thought that her haunt can would break the ability. Anyways. Oh no, so we are haunt. Oh, haunt is. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, haunt is the reveal one. I yeah. It tells which agent is there. Okay, by the shape you can tell if Cypher is playing a Cypher or not. And just rotate. Prowler, I really thought the Prowler could break the Cypher traps. Someone said it didn't. I didn't check that much. So yeah, Nightfall ultimate is pretty good. It just gives info, and oh no, it gives info and it makes them blind. So you can be doing a lot of the things while her ultimate is around. So yeah, pretty good. Personal note: I was resonant with this agent just like Chamber. So personally, I think Chamber and Fade. Chamber and Fade are the two agents until now that have been pretty good. Who is calling me? I will be back soon. Yeah, sorry about that. That is supposed to happen when you get so. I am sick, so everyone sorry. Moving on. I was resonant with her just like Chimber. Breach, no. Gecko, no. Kaio, very, very close. But Apple, however, will know in pretty soon. No, this is better. Fade is better. Fade is just better. Sky, no, it's not something. Just did I play her over this? I personally wouldn't pick Sky over her. I think I resonated with Fade quite a bit. I liked her abilities a lot. So, yes, so what other abilities besides it are pretty good. So, yeah, picking her. So, number one, so number two, Fade. At least that's what where we are now. Moving on. Gecko. Another broken USP. I had no idea why they put an agent with a slave with him. I don't know why they did that. I think they shouldn't have done that. She is too powerful. Okay, see, he is too powerful. And not just his flashes are powerful. He has a slave that does all his work for him. So it's like Riot approaches this game as, oh, what are the noobs having problem with, and then makes an agent or makes a gun or something. That's the problem. Anyways, Gecko unique agent and fact that he has a slave working for him to plant or defuse this bomb is enough in ranked games to make sure you win a round. Yes, you will win games with him. Moss pit deadly at the very end, which most people do not expect. They just run through it, and at the last end, it just explodes, and many people just die to it. This was enough to hold for the Puce, and those who knew how deadly it can be, they didn't push it. So win-win. Basically, you can hold people with it. If they don't hold, they die. Wingman star of the fact that other thing you can also plant or diffuse, but if you just even if you ignore the plant or diffuse, his flash ability where he runs and slaps you in the face, basically not slaps you, slaps his both hands together. That its range is too big. It's too big. Okay, and not all the time you can skip it, so you will die to it more than likely. Okay, combined with the fact also now this flash and his wingman can be recharged. Dizzy rechargeable flashes that also so the general direction of the enemy's flash by it. That's just too good, too good. So much good that I would have it rather be nerfed. There shouldn't be an agent like this. Okay, there shouldn't be an agent like this. On top of that, you can also so I could just I was standing in the site, I would throw it just above me, and if there was someone picking, we would know it, and I will pick it up immediately. His flash is deadly. Yes, very, very good entry flash. Thrash is dizzy. What the hell is Thrash? I mean ultimate. Ultimate AU is quite large. You can detain quite a few players by it if they are not careful enough, and it is also quite fast. And even if it misses everyone, you have the info of who might be where on a site, which is very crucial. Not picking him in ranked will put you in a serious disadvantage. In ranked, you pick this agent just for planting, especially if other teammates are not listening to you. Alright. Other agents that I would pick over it, Breach, no, this is good. Fade, yes, Fade is more akin to her role. Yes, Kaio's see, personally, I would not pick Gecko. If I want to win matches, I will pick Gecko. But if I want to have even a little bit of fun playing the game, I would not pick him. Sky, yes, unique agent. I would pick Sky over Gecko. So yes, pretty unique agent, and I would pick over Gecko. Yes, that is correct. Gecko's powerful wingman. Oh yeah. On a side note, Gecko's powerful wingman can be overcome by outplaying his plays, and in that other initiators are good. Picking only Gecko and not an info gatherer with him might not be the best way to approach a game. So if you pick Gecko, you are in the same sort of trouble as you were while picking Breach. So if you pick Breach, you need another initiator. Just like that, if you pick Gecko, you need another initiator that cannot be Breach. So if you want to play Breach and Gecko, you also pick a third initiator. at which case you have 3 initiator and you have to lose either a sentinel duelist start a controller. It is much better to forget breach, pick gecko, but also pick another info gatherer with him. Okay, so that's Fade, Sky, Sova, Kaio. Gecko should not be picked on his own in a serious game. Yeah. What the hell do I mean? His powerful wingman can be overcome by outplaying his play, and in that other initiators are good. Oh yeah. Harbor. Oh, I had so much hopes for this agent. I had so much hopes for this agent. I really thought this would be different. I will be writing something different here. I really thought this one. So yeah, let's end this pathetic excuse of an agent. You will lose. Oh, you will lose matches with almost so much frustration that why you didn't pick another agent instead of this. Literally any other agent. He needs a buff to be viable at all. His abilities are more like a handicap and actually helps the enemies more than it helps yourself. There were so many situations where putting his wall up actually put us quite in a disadvantage. Okay, this happened quite a bit. I wondered why the hell did I put that wall up, even if it got the blinds. Just no. It was better without the wall. If I had not used any of his abilities, it might have been better. Cascade, slow effect due to his wall is less than 1 second, which is of no use whatsoever and maybe just affects your team as that man. Go such a weak wall that can be broken down with pistols only. Nothing more than an oversized smart. Try to using for diffuser, the enemy is just broken down. 13 Vandal shots are not that much if you know how they are fired. And if you 2 people fired, you are dead. High Tide, very few times I was able to bank on this ability, so I was able to create such walls. I need to finish this video. People don't understand I'm a serious YouTuber. Serious researcher. Anyways. High Tide, very bank was able to create such was help our team. We were able to enter sites properly with his wall. The problem is it's very spammable and it gives a lot more. So it, like Neon's wall, it at least makes some sort of sound so you can't hear where the other enemies are. And this wall, if you have a good pair of headphones, you can blindly tell where they are, and got so much spammed by his wall so many times that we're wondering what's the point of even putting it. Anyways, ultimate is useless, very dodgeable, and newest of your even the noobs can dodge his ultimate. All it does is give away your approximate location if it's actually hit, and actually interrupt your team's retake. Yes, it can interrupt. Sometimes I saw use of his wall, but Valorant being Valorant, people like to spam through everything. So no one respects. Okay, other agents I would play over this, everyone else. Even Astra, I would put over Harbor. Okay. Before I wrap this agent up, I mean, there isn't even a discussion on he is just terrible, needs a huge work. Sometimes, there were some moments, I can see sometimes when the depths were going with this agent, it might make sense if all his abilities got a huge buff. If his wall was, above a few more seconds up. If his Cove ability, his wall had a little bit more damage. If people who run through his wall were slowed down quite a bit, if everything was buffed, I can understand where the depths were coming up with this agent, and he is a very good agent if he gets a proper buff. Right now, I would not. If his walls actually slowed the enemies to a very weak pace, I can see it being viable. Same thing. Actually, very hard to break like Deadlock. I can see it being used. If his walls made a sound to mask player movement, I can see it being very viable. If his ultimate wasn't this easy to judge, I can see it being useful. Right now, I would say to skip him. Okay, moving to ISO. I really want to end the stream quickly, man. I can't stream for very long today. moving wall. Okay, it was good for pushing onto a side, but it's so far just most of the time running behind it and clearing angles is not viable. If it was a bit slower, you could clear angles and probably move it. But yeah, so and since running makes your aims slower, at least it's supposed to make slower. I don't know what the run and gun thing is going on in this game, but yeah, uh, good, but can be better. Vulnerable, quite broken, I think. Yeah, vulnerable abilities. It makes enemies, your every shot is just double damage. So it can be, it is good, and most of the time I would still. Oh yeah, here is the thing. When you come from another game or when you have a good aim, you know to aim for the head. And most of the time, even if I put the vulnerable or not, I would still aim for the head. So only in very, very rare cases was I able to bank on his abilities. Okay. And now, if other players coordinate with you, it can be good. Usually they. Also, the other type of ability which interfere with the core of the gameplay is not what I like. Aim lab. You know what I love after shooting enemy? Shooting at the sky when there is someone else about to shoot me. What's the point? There is an aim lab thing. We shoot an enemy, a random bubble comes up. So stupid. This if master will ruin your muscle memory. Okay, if you start putting that orb above the head, you can't play near the agent. You will always, instantly go move to other place. So I would say not break the orb. Also, when you try to break the orb, other enemies can push you. Anyways, at the highest level, 2 top headset is quite common. Oh yeah. Vandal being that inaccurate at range, you will see most people not shooting it once, but shooting it twice or thrice. Which means even if you have that orb and you got that shield, it will be broken and ultimate. Terribly broken. You can stop a plant. What's his ultimate? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Why is it in the game? I have no idea. It shouldn't be in the game. You can stop a plant and if you got a full site execute with it. I did it. The breach wanted to push A main on. I don't know which map was it. So he wanted to. I just put my ability down and kept him in a 1v1 arena. Even if I lose, my other players will kill him. So yeah, here I can plant it. This is, I don't know, broken. I think I read it suppression, but maybe. Oh yeah, I thought that people when they're going to 1v1 they're suppressed. I think they aren't suppressed in the 1v1 arena because the Euro shot me. I'm not sure. Yeah. Agents are literally the first duelist I played. Okay, so yeah. This is the first duelist I played. Before playing Jet, I thought yes, I see other players picking up Jet. So maybe yes, I didn't know. After I played Jet, I was wrong about Jet. She is a selfish agent, and hence ISO wins by default. So yes, I would pick ISO over. I need to work on my naming button. Neon, yes, he helps our team and other abilities too. So yeah, not only single Dragon Phoenix. So all other agents I will pick over her, over ISO, except maybe Jet. Okay, so Jet. I would put Jet at the very bottom, ISO above that, or ISO, whatever you want to say. Jet. Okay. The first thing, okay, I'll just read it. I think it's much better. I had more thoughts then. I was trying to change my playstyle to fit her unique passive ability. Okay, I come from Counter-Strike. We jump with both scroll up and scroll down. Some people do it on only one. I put it on both, and that's how I have always been jumping. So using Jet, I had to put jump on space, which I usually use for callouts. I made that default different config for her, tried playing with her. It was not nice. I didn't like this. And the fact that that's the only agent who can glide in the air like that, I didn't want to learn that. So I went back to the default config and I realized something about the communication which I put in the I already talked about. What is the communication? Oh yeah, most people don't communicate, and they used pings a lot. So I had to use the ping also because they are ignorant. I don't think they were even had enabled voice comms or so I had to use that. So I don't want to fuck with muscle memory. So that sees out of the question. Cloudburst, not really a smoke that helps the team as much. Sees the self esteem. Simple as that. I kept wondering why I didn't pick Omen. Updraft, same thing. I kept wondering why I didn't pick Omen instead of this Tailwind. I got it to get killed sometimes. Yeah, I won't just rush into side kill someone. But I also got. But since it makes so much noise, I also got killed. Ultimate user ability is like a deal. Got a few kills, but nothing special. Nothing means. I kept wondering throughout the map. I kept wondering throughout the match why I picked her, but the main thing is I can't change my core gameplay style of grinding through here just for one agent. Just like I can't do it for which other agent was that? Which other agent was that? That has a similar kind of a thing that's only unique to him. Well, I cannot pick up the phone. I've been going on this for 2.5 hours. I need to finish this. I kept wondering further why I picked up the main thing is I can't change my code. Yeah. Just for now. Okay, I'm turning off my.
Disconnected. Connected.
I kept wondering also why I picked up. Yeah, okay. Agents, I would pick her over her, everyone. I will pick everyone over. Personal. Now, Kaio. I really thought. I won quite a few games with Kaio before doing this challenge. So I think that is why I was biased towards him. I kept thinking that I will win quite a few matches with Kaio. But after playing him, I don't know why I didn't like him. So, oh yeah, he is good. He is good. His knife is good. His knife is enough to win you quite a few games because it will tell your other people in the map how many players are there, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Already was winning with games with him in rank before even starting this challenge. I think this is the one agent I didn't play quite a few matches, just like I played with other thing only 4 hours, others were like 6 or 7 hours. And his knife is enough info gathered at the start of the round to completely stop a push here because they know there are 5 men pushing and they can't use abilities for 5 or 6 seconds. Enough for your teams to start rotating. His flash molly and ultimate aren't that. So picking him up just for knife, I don't think that's right. Anyways, knife, very, very useful matches. Lets everyone know if they should rotate or not. That in itself can win you many, many rounds because if you find 5 people here, they can start pushing. You see only 2 people, you tell them, hold on, wait. I'm of course talking about defense. However, there are many counters to this, and the most obvious being is just stay behind and don't. That's the most obvious counter. No, just don't push, hold, wait for the Kairos knife to come. Once it's done, then you push. Molly, not that useful, rarely got a kill based on it realistically. I think you can, oh yeah, I was able to replicate that. You can basically walk through his Molly without getting killed. Most damage that you will get is 60 if you run from the middle of the Molly. From sides, it's not that much. You can basically walk through it. Barely under 100 itself, not but yeah. Duration, it doesn't also last very long. Flash, I think it's the weakest class in the game. I don't know why. Or maybe because I wasn't able to translate it into kills that much. Oh yeah, because the trails can be seen. Since this game is broken, you do not, a flashbang doesn't go from a hand and then enemies see like Yoru's flash. It just bounces off the wall or breaches flash just coming through a wall. In that sense, people usually see breaches his flash, Kaio's flash, and they turn away from it. So not much people actually. So it's not that useful in this game, mainly because other flashes are broken. Okay. Other agents that I would play over this breach, no, Kaio is better. Anyways, his abilities are completely different. Sometimes in ranked you have to play by yourself. Okay. His selfless abilities. Fade, yes, I would play. So on the bottommost, I will put breach. On top of that, I will put Kaio and every other agent above that. Fade, yes, he has better toolkit and can live with line of sight. Gecko, yes, his flashes can tell exactly how many enemies are, where they're hiding, and it's deadly, not to mention his rest of the toolkit. Sky, yes, flashes and heals on the same agent agent along with info gather. Of course, Sova, yes, all his toolkit is much more useful than Kaio. Having said that, I will. Okay, I want to upload this. There isn't many thing different. Now I want to talk to you about why I'm not going to play this anymore. This is the main video. I'm thinking of completely having multiplayer games. They are not worth your time. Explained in detail in this video. Watch that. But the main thing is, if you see, I have been spending easily 6, 7, 8 hours every day. Okay, some are broken into 2 or 3 videos. I'm easily spending a minimum of 6 or 7 hours sitting on the table, and since I have to play, I think at least 5 to 7 matches every day, it started affecting my health, to be honest. It started affecting my health, to be completely honest. Oh yeah, I played Breach quite a bit. It's not that Breach is terrible. I got quite a few kills with him. I rushed aside and I won. No, I didn't win. Here is the thing. You want a lot of kills on your board, you pick him. But if you want to win matches, you don't pick him. So what is your main priority? Is it winning games or getting more kills? You can get a lot of kills without a question. Yes, you can. Even by self. But is that what you really want? In a 5v5 competitive. Anyways, not the point. We are already done with the agents. I'm not talking about that. Let's move on. So what I told in the start of the video, I had 6-7 hours sitting down. I can't do it. I am trying to do it maybe in a standing position, but I am not able to find the room for moving the mouse, and I have tried playing competitive games while standing. It is not possible. But more to the question, 6-7 hours without moving, that is the main highlight of my day. I got tired. I still had to sit more after 6-7 hours, 8 hours. I still had to sit for another 6-7-8 hours, 15-16 hours just to get through my work. It is not possible by me anymore. It's simply not possible. Okay, I tried doing this studying. I thought I would see this through. I really wanted to see this, but I pushed. Even I had high blood pressure. I had sickness. I felt like everything for quite a few days now. But I still pushed because I wanted to see this through. But after visiting and talking to a doctor, what he says was, health comes first. So yeah, unless I don't see myself completing this challenge. Ever since I made that video about completely quitting multiplayer games, it feels like, why am I even doing this? And I'm telling everyone else to not play this game. Why am I the one playing this? Why am I not following the things that I have said? I understand that I was the one who picked up this challenge, and I really don't want to go back on my words, and maybe that's ego talking. I think you should be able to. I think I have written it down somewhere. You don't have to see it through. Where did I write it down? I think in my diary. Just because you committed to something doesn't mean you have to see it through. Okay? That is just ego talking. Use your head. Okay, what decisions or what goals you set for yourself in the past, and in later times you realize that Maybe that wasn't the best of the decision. That I knew I wanted to do this challenge. I knew I wanted to play all these agents. What I didn't expect was how stressful it will make my whole day. All the 6 hours that I used to play for the game, that was very stressful. Let me tell you, it was not fun. Playing Valorant was not fun. If in one match I was having fun, for the rest of the I would say 20-21 matches, I was not having fun. I already outlined all these things in those videos, but yeah, I was not having fun. And just to have a little bit of sanity, I used to play some other game, or since more than likely my work was lagging behind quite a bit. My work was lagging behind quite a bit. So every day that I did this challenge for the last 13-14 days, my work has suffered. My work has seriously suffered. Those who know my work, it's been pending for 6 or 7 days now. It has never happened in the past. And for that reason, I can't let my work suffer. I can't let my health suffer just to tell you which agent is good or not in a shit game that I don't give a fuck about. So yeah, don't play Valorant. Uninstall it, just like I am going to right now. It uses 10% CPU behind your back randomly without telling you. And everything in this game has been done to make you an addict. More in that video. Okay, don't play this game. Play some single player or co-op game. Okay, with that, I'm getting rid of this game on my system. Let's do it on the stream if we can. I really don't want to play this game. Probably should have deleted it when I had the before buying the battle pass. I thought battle pass would save me or something. Be quick, I have to leave. No, good riddance. And in English, how do you say? I think they say good riddance. Okay, how do you fucking uninstall Valorant? Last time I think I just completely just my games. It won't be missed. These are not my game. I have never installed team fight tactics. The hell? Why did you install it? I didn't tell you to install it. Okay, how do you delete it? League of Legends. I have not installed this game. Valorant. I see only the pair and this thing. Let's try to click on here. I think it can be uninstalled. What the hell? It says installed. Oh yeah. That's various bullshit. Uninstall. Well, I think it needs to be done from here. I have to make a tutorial on how to uninstall this game now. What the fuck? Let's make that also. How to uninstall Valorant? You go into setting. So type Windows and you type settings. This is the new one. Open it and you click on search and you click on Valorant. It will see the wrong size. Your PC doesn't even have this much data, and click on uninstall. And then you wait. Did it uninstall? I don't know. Let's try again. Let's open Riot client. I think that will tell us for sure. For sure. Valorant. It is installed. So you can't uninstall it. Find out the default location, mostly C drive, Riot Games. Close the Riot client, and if Vanguard is open, close that. And you simply press Shift Delete and get rid of this virus from your system. Okay, there are quite a few games to play instead of this, which mostly here is Riot Vanguard in C drive program files. Just delete. Yes, please delete it. And Also open the temp file. Just no, not temp. Sorry. It's app data. So type Windows R app data. Go to local and try to find anything that starts with Riot. Okay, shift delete, get rid of it. Same thing for local LOW. It usually doesn't have anything, but this one does have. So anything that starts with Riot, you get rid of it. Also, if there is something with Valorant, you get rid of it. Do you see Valorant? Yeah, here is Valorant. You get rid of it. Now, it won't get removed from here, but if you click uninstall, it will get removed. That's why you uninstall Valorant. No, you can't uninstall from the game folder. Anyways, let's meet on the Indian platform and we will talk about what the doctor said and everything. Okay. Thanks for coming on stream. I think it's only Shin and Nisha. Thanks for coming on the stream, both of you. And no more Valorant, at least. So I can, I don't have to go mad playing this game. Thanks for coming on stream and see you guys maybe soon.